lot of watermelon as for dessert or just for fruit. But it's going to, it's just, it seems to take on the flavor of what you're putting it with. Now I did make for our sample station, I made a feta and watermelon salad. And I was really surprised that it didn't taste like watermelon. It tasted you had the taste of the onions and the feta, and the watermelon just sort of gave it a nice cool crunch to it. So the watermelon, like I said, I guess because it's so much water, just sort of takes on the flavor of whatever you put in it. I'm going to just cut up these grape tomatoes, and I have to say the grape tomatoes are beautiful too because they're like huge. So cutting them in half, I'm not going to do it. We'll just cut them in quarters. We need, what does it say, 2 pints of grape tomatoes. Oops. Still watching our blueberries. I think this is a night where we're not cooking anything, but I think you're just going to watch me chop everything. Because I spent a long day chopping. But it was fun. I think, like I said, I think this is a neat class because we're using all of the summer fruits and a few vegetables. These are locally grown tomatoes. A lot of the locally grown produce is in and outside, as you saw it when you came in. I think it was still out there. Oops, see, our blueberries are starting to boil a little bit. And as they boil, like I said, it's going to crack the skin, and that'll help when we put it in the food processor. Okay. This is going to be real monotonous here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut this before I cut the watermelon. We don't need a whole lot of onion in here. Yep. But I like to cut it really thin. And of course, this is where your sharp knife comes in. And how much does it say? 1 small onion. I think we'll just, I'll do a little bit more here. All right, and our watermelon, this is a quarter of a watermelon. I like the seedless, because then, especially for something like this, you don't have to pick out the seeds. And I said, I was telling Dave Light today that, he goes, well, you can spit them out. And I'm like, I don't spit. Because when I do have that, it goes boom, right on my shirt, and it's like, no, it doesn't work. I've never liked that. Whoops, and if this is a little bit more than 5 cups, well, so be it. Because I think this is one of those where, you don't have to have exact measurements. We're not worried about a chemical reaction here. We just want it to kind of taste good. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this. And this is a good salad to, all these things tonight are easy to do. You don't have to have a lot of prep time as far as trying to cook it. It's mostly just chopping things. And watermelon goes pretty quick. I think it took a little bit longer to chop the salsa, but I wanted that smaller. Okay, there we go. So that is our watermelon. Oh, I put the onion in too fast, didn't I? Our watermelon, tomatoes, and our, where am I? Oh, our sugar and our salt. Okay, I'm going to take that off, I think. Let that cool a little bit. Okay, so we've got our sugar and salt in here. Sprinkle that, and we're supposed to let it sit 15 minutes. Well, it will. And that's just going to kind of blend the flavors. Using the salt and the sugar is going to break down a little bit of the tomatoes, a little bit on the watermelon, get it a little juicy here. And I think for time constraint, we're going to go ahead and put the red wine vinegar and the olive oil on here, which I have in this cup right here. And this is just red wine vinegar and olive oil. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. Okay, and we're done with this. We're going to let this sit, and when we get ready to taste it, it's going to be all beautiful. So this is nice, colorful salad, like I said, easy to do, not a whole lot of ingredients, which we like. Our blueberries are nice. We're going to kind of keep this stirred a little bit so we can cool it down. If you wanted to cool something liquid like this quickly, you would put it in a bowl or pan where you have a lot of surface area, and then drop it in the pan, not drop. Place it in a larger pan full of ice, and if you stir it, that'll cool it down quickly.